Welcome to the season of becoming. Welcome to August. And in this season, like you've probably seen before in my videos for August, what we're going to do and learn about in this month is to ride the wave, which is our life. And in today's video, what we're going to learn about is there'll be down days. You're going to have days where you fail, where you falter, but not to stay down. Not to stay down there, but to get up, to move forward and move on and complete your life. I have a sneaky feeling this is going to be a short video. And it's not because the topic isn't interesting or I don't have content to be able to share with you or it's boring. No, contrary to that fact, I think this is a rather simple idea for you to get a hold of. I have one trick that I've used in the past in a lot of different areas of my life to get beyond my own failings. I've used this trick so many times that it's become ingrained in my mind, in my spirit, in my being, that no matter what is happening, I run that program in my mind and I move on to the next stage. I move on to the next point, whether it's in a sporting event to where you lost the point, you lost the match, but to move on right away, not to linger on it. And that's what we're doing this week, is not lingering on our failures, but to move on and move forward, because life is still going. We still have to do certain things in life to continue on. And it's a lot harder to do that. I know it's a lot harder to do that when you've lost a loved one, when somebody has died. It's hard to move on from that when somebody who you love so deeply is taken from this earth. Now, this metaphor, this trick that I'm going to teach you today might not relate 100% to that, but the concept that it entails fits right along with that. Now, I don't want to keep this mood down into a depressive state, so let's keep it up. Let's keep it jovial. Let's keep it exciting, even with failing being kind of a depressing topic to talk about. Why would anybody want to talk about failing and failures? It's simple. It's life. We fail every day. That's life. It's not always perfect. There's so many movies out there that portray this fact. Just look at any one of the Rocky movies in particular. He's got amazing speeches from different characters, not just himself, but different characters, on moving forward, on not staying down, not getting hit and laying on the mat, but to get back up, to push forward, to keep going, that life isn't sunshine and rainbows. You probably already know what that quote is from. So this metaphor, this trick that I'm going to talk to you about here in a little bit, I think I learned back in high school, I believe. I forget the origins of it, but I almost want to say it was back in high school during football. But it stuck with me so long because it was such an easy concept to understand. Because even though, and I can use football, even though you might have run a play that took a minute and you didn't get the desired outcome you wanted, you got to move on right away. You have to move on to the next play. You can't linger on failing on that play, on that down. Whether it was 1st and 10, now it's 2nd and 10. Or maybe you did even worse. You got sacked. The quarterback got sacked. Now it's 2nd and 15. Who knows? But the fact is, if you desired a certain outcome and you didn't get it, if you had expectations and they weren't met, and now you're feeling depressed, you're feeling down on yourself, you feel like you lost already, which you should never feel that way, but you have those feelings in the moment, don't linger there, don't stay there, don't stay on the ground. Move forward, get yourself back up, pick yourself back up and move forward. Football is an amazing metaphor for that. Sports in general is an amazing metaphor. But here we're talking about football in particular. You lost the down. You have 4 downs to make to a next first down. So what are you going to do? Are you just going to sit there and say, you know what? We didn't make the play we wanted to make, so we might as well just give up. No football team would win. It wouldn't even be a sport anymore. Nobody would watch it. So how can we adopt that mentality? How can we have that mindset to where, shit, we just failed. We didn't get the desired outcome we thought we were going to get. Okay, let's move on. Let's move forward. Next up. You ever hear that from anybody? I didn't get what I wanted. Next. Almost like being at a coffee shop. Order 35, next. Order 102, next. There's always one up. There's always one more. There's always another down, another play, another repetition that you can do. So don't stop, don't fall, don't stay down on the ground, don't linger down there. Pick yourself up and move forward. And the way we're going to do this, I feel like I've stretched this out as long as I could. So how are we going to get this trick? The way we're going to do this, and those of you who know me personally, you know this is probably around my favorite topic. And you'll get it right away as soon as I say what this metaphor is all about. But it's around one of my favorite topics to talk about and to make people laugh about, because life is all about laughing and having fun. But when you get in those down states, when you lose the down, when you fall down, you falter, you get bucked off the horse, you get pushed off your path. In one of my daily videos, I talked about this, short-term memory loss. Adopt a short-term memory loss. But how do we make that stick? How do we understand that a little bit easier? Well, we have to have fun with it. Use, in the way I've written it down here, is use the toilet metaphor. Some of you might already be laughing or giving me that puppy dog look like, what? Toilet metaphor? What do you do with a toilet? You flush shit down it, right? You flush poop down a toilet. I hope you're laughing. I hope you're laughing right now. But that's what we need to adopt. Sometimes life will give us shit. Bad things will happen. We'll fail a test. The one we loved broke up with us. We got fired from our job for absolutely no reason, or no good reason. We lost our house. We got evicted. Our car blew up in the parking lot of a Red Robin. Shit happens, right? We can't control everything. So instead of lingering there, instead of staying there and woe is me, the person I love broke up with me, tore my heart to shreds, woe is me, show me pity. No. Flush it, move on. Like a toilet, flush that shit down the drain, move on. And that's the one thing I say especially in sporting events that I'm in, but in life in general, flush it. It's over with. Move on. I'll say that out loud. Some people might think that I'm crazy or going crazy, especially when I'm the one that screwed up, that failed, that didn't do something correctly, and we either lost a point or lost the down or whatever. I would say to myself out loud, because that helps retention. You know this. I've talked about it. You can check my previous videos. To get the most retention, you need to speak it out loud and hear it. If you can see it and write it down, that's even greater. But in the moment, speak it and hear it. You'll retain it more. You'll understand it more. And if you keep that repetition going, if and when you fail, you falter, flush it. It's over with. Move on. Flush it. It's over with. Move on. You lost a loved one. Flush it. It's over with. Move on. I know that can be harsh and crude, especially for the loss of a loved one. But if you think about it, how much you love them, they loved you the same in return, or if not more. They wouldn't want you to sit there and sob and go down a sad path. They'd want you to live life. So if you can adopt this mindset, adopt this toilet metaphor, no matter how and when you fail, whether it's at your job, whether it's at a sporting event, whether it's at love, at relationships, no matter what, use the toilet metaphor. Flush it. It's over with. Move on. Because as soon as you flush that handle, the shit swirls down, shoots out. You don't have any more. It's not there. I mean, hopefully. I'm not going to get into the details. I don't want to know your life that way. But you flush it. You move on. It's done with. It's over with. You move on to the next thing. Yes, heartache will last. You'll remember the stuff till the day you die. But it doesn't mean you have to adopt that mentality. That doesn't mean you have to adopt those feelings and emotions into an everyday lifestyle. Shit happens every day to everyone. No one's excluded. Doesn't matter if you're the Pope. Doesn't matter if you're the President of the United States. Doesn't matter if you're the richest man alive or woman. None of that matters to life. You're going to get shit on either way. So you need to adopt the toilet metaphor, the toilet mindset, mentality. Flush it. It's over. Move on. Flush it. It's over. Move on. No matter what you're going through. I wish I knew your life so I could help you even further. But no matter what you're going through right now, or have gone through in the past and you're holding on to, don't hold on to the hatred, to the negativity, to the sadness, to all that toxicity. Flush it. It's over with. Move on.